I'm always interested when other mammals wean their babies. And so I was reading this article about the comparison between when mammals wean versus how many teeth their babies have. Is that what y'all read too, or are you like normal? Okay, but what I found was that for most mammals, weaning takes place when an entire deciduous dentin I don't know how to say this word, dentition, but I looked it up. This means baby teeth, and this means they're all in. So when they have their full set of baby teeth and closest in time to the emergence of their first permanent molars and well before the second molars emerge. Many mammals limit it to under a year to, sync up with the kind of annual cycles of the weather and such. And those that are investing multiple years into their young include a lot of critically endangered species, which I think is interesting. And the mammals that were studied here varied a lot, like whether they were born with teeth or whether they were like coming in. But this, tends to bring in a commonality that the infants transition to independent feeding once they have all their baby teeth in. Then the article is looking at this species of monkeys here, which are not like our closest relatives, but still interesting. So when they had just this, section of teeth, they were supplemented with milk. So they were still nursing here. And then this is how many teeth they had during that transition. And then they were totally independent feeding once they got, I believe this is like their first adult tooth in the front, which is super interesting. And if you're like me and you wanted to extrapolate to what this would mean for humans, obviously, we have a lot of other social things going on in prefrontal cortex and all these things. But I was just interested, okay? He weaned after first molars, but before second molars, that would be somewhere between 16 to 20 months. And then, of course, this would basically depend on your baby when they're getting those molars in. I think this is really interesting. My second has been a lot slower to get teeth, and he's been a lot slower to take up eating solid food, which I think makes logical sense. So anyway, I don't know. I found this really interesting. What do you think? When did your baby get all their teeth, and when did you wean? Were they corresponding at all? Let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.